Molly Reed. Boy, you guys sound great live. How did you do that?
Thank you. I know.
Well, what you guys don't know out there is David Dunn broke my guitar.
Yeah.
The guitar is done.
Sabotaged
By
us.
David Dunn.
So we wanted to play that song live for everybody, but you got the perfected version instead.
Yeah.
So.
The studio version.
Yes.
How many times I wonder if announcers said, "That's Grayson and Reed and fight with you."
Yeah.
I know.
Well, depending on the day,
We sing
we-
accordingly.
yeah, we'll either sing "Fight for You" or "Fight with You."
Yeah,
so.
I'm gonna
Just
fight
fight
with
fair.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just fight fair.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the two of you started out in different groups. Mike, the founder and lead vocalist for Mike's Chair.
Yeah.
And Molly with City Harbor.
Yes.
So tell us about your early music days separate, and then we'll talk
Yeah.
about you together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mike's Chair, gosh, I was a part of that band for the last 13 years.
And everybody wants to know how you got the name.
How I got
the
Mike's
name.
Chair.
There's a reason why I walked away from it. I was like, I gotta get away from this band name. No, it's literally a chair that was given to me in college when we all lived in a dorm together, but I was the only guy that lived on a different floor.
And you were at Belmont, right?
I was at Belmont,
Yeah, I've had
and
a few athletes on from the basketball team.
Oh, cool.
On the
Oh,
show. Through the
nice.
years, so
that's
Okay.
awesome.
we've had a good basketball program down there.
Yes,
Yes.
They've got like competitive team.
it didn't happen until we left.
I know.
While we were there, they were not very
weren't-
good.
Nope, very good.
Nope.
Okay.
But yeah, so the guys went out and got me a chair. I wrote my name on it, and it kind of
Okay.
became this thing and just
Yeah.
a reminder of where we started back
Right.
in a dorm room.
Yep.
But that was, I mean, the last 13 years, and the last couple years, Molly and I, we were friends literally from day one at Belmont.
school?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So we had known each other for 8 years before we started dating.
Yeah. I mean, it was a while.
Mhm.
But sorry, flashback. We're like cutting in and out of each other's stories. So Mike's Chair entered into this Christian music showcase at Belmont University, and they needed a student manager, and they asked me. So I was technically Mike's Chair's first manager,
Wow.
and we weren't dating. Like the Lord just connected us there and carried it through. But
And
fast.
you're still Mike's manager.
And I
Yeah.
still do manage his life.
Yeah.
I manage his laundry. I manage his dinner. You know, but so after I graduated Belmont, I signed a publishing deal with a Christian/country music publisher and just began writing songs professionally and for other artists, knowing that one day, Lord willing, I'd love to make records of my own, and the opportunity to kind of jump on board with the group City Harbor came along, and I had a sweet time with that. It was so fun. But Mike and I got married in 2013, and we were ships in the night. He was on one tour, I was on another tour, and it was like midnight, and we'd FaceTime for like 5 minutes and be like, I love you, I gotta go to bed, good night. And we just missed each other, and we were like, one day it would be amazing if we could just do this together. So fast forward 2 years into our marriage, we got pregnant, and we have a little girl named Graylee who is incredible. But that was kind of the turning point for us as a couple. We're like, we can't do this separate. We don't want our family to look like this. So Mike kind of made the decision to walk away from Mike's Chair, and City Harbor was crumbling kind of in a different way. And so, we prayed, and we started writing together and started, talking to some people in town and recording demos. And Centricity, our record label, took a liking, and we love them, and we landed there. We signed our deal April Fools of this year, so I hope that's...
I don't know if that's a good sign or not.
I know. And now here we are. It's literally been the Lord's provision the entire way. So.
Yeah, I mean, it would take all day to kind of tell you all the things that God had to line up to make this happen. But, and Molly's really humble, because when she says, I started writing for people, I mean, Molly was a part of Colton Dixon's Through All of It. She co-wrote.
Yeah.
She co-wrote Francesca Battistelli's If We're Honest.
My
And
goodness,
Giants
great
Fall,
stuff.
her new one. So, I mean, Molly is super talented. So for me to join forces with her is a major upgrade. I mean, she's incredible. So the fact that we can now do music together and bring our baby when we can. I mean, it's beyond an answer to prayer.
Yeah, for sure.
Terrific.
Yeah.
So who pursued who first in this relationship?
Oh, well, it's a funny story. So we both showed up to a mutual friend's house that we didn't know we were both going to be there on Valentine's Day. She was hosting a little dinner for the single people.
Mhm.
And so we showed up, and I dated boys. I had boyfriends, so Mike was like, "You were never single. I never had the chance." But we showed up, and there I was, there he was, and he was like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "What are you doing here?" And we kind of started texting back and forth because that's what all the kids do
Sure.
these days, you know.
And I thought that I had asked her out.
Mhm.
Mike shared we were making a record at the time, and I said, "Do you want to come? Do you want to come to the studio and hear some of the songs? And I'd love to go to dinner beforehand." And in my mind, that translated to, "I am asking you on a date. I want to take you to dinner."
No, that's
And
not.
That's not. What
In my mind, it was like, "Hey, studio, we're gonna get dinner before the guys, whatever." And so when I showed up to this restaurant, I'd never been before, and I'm like, "Wow, this is a nice place. Wow, okay." And then
This guy's got some cash.
yeah, he's standing there at the door, and it's just Mike. I was like, "Oh, is this okay?" And then we walk up to the host stand, and he's like, "I have a reservation for 2." And I was like, "Oh, this is a date!" Oh, and then it kind of clicked in my head, and I was excited. So the rest is history.
How many years have you been married?
It'll be 4 in February.
Okay.
So we're,
Coming up to your anniversary.
I know,
Yeah.
February 9th. We planned it well. My birthday's February 5th. Our
Okay.
anniversary's February 9th. Valentine's Day is February 14th. So
Season of love.
poor
Yeah.
Mike.
I didn't think that one through very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
It's a rough month.
Yeah, I should mention, we were talking off the air, they're building a home
Yes.
in Nashville, so they're trying to make sure everything's going to the right spot.
Yes.
They're picking the right stuff. And,
Yes.
the lamps are hung in the proper place.
Exactly.
We,
Wow, they're doing that long distance here.
Yeah.
It's-
long
It's-
distance.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Don't
I
do
will
this
say
at
that.
all.
But funny story about, so while we're building, we're actually living with my parents, which has
Oh.
been awesome. It's a huge
Okay.
blessing and
Sure.
saves us money. And when we travel, Graylee's basically home with them. And,
Our daughter's name is Graylee. I don't
Yes.
think
Yep,
we said
you
that.
mentioned
Yeah.
that. Yep.
but so since we're surrounded by my family, everyone around us calls us Mike and Molly. So about 3 months ago, Graylee's at that age where she's starting to learn words, and we hear over the monitor that morning, we hear, "Mike, Mai." We're like, is she calling us by our first names?
What?
So we're like, okay, we have to focus on mommy and daddy, okay?
Right.
So now we're at the point where mommy, she's got mommy down.
Yep, got
but
it down.
everybody's mommy. So whenever she wants something, I'm mommy, she's mommy,
Yeah.
my dad's mommy. So I was like, okay, so what if I get everyone around me to call me daddy, and maybe that will click for daddy.
Sure.
Not thinking about how awkward it would be to have my mom and my sister call me daddy. So we scrapped that pretty quickly. So we're still mommy and mommy
And mommy.
right now. Yeah.
Right now, she's just, and she's hilarious.
Oh, good. I'll have to see if you have a picture. Of her.
Yes.
Oh, go to our Instagram, Grayson
okay.
Reed
We've got
Music.
Okay.
It's
Tons.
Tons of pictures.
Pictures,
Of it out
little video clips, everything.
there. Oh, terrific.
Yeah.
New CD out in
January
Yeah.
13th.
About a month from now.
Yeah.
But you can pre-order it now on anywhere you buy music, and you can automatically download 2 of the songs. So it's kind of a little
Fight for You?
appetizer, Fight For You,
Okay.
and another song called Can't Get Enough, just to give you a little taste, and then the rest you'll get January 13th.
Terrific. And we were talking about maybe doing a Christmas CD sometime.
Yes.
Oh.
That's on the horizon.
Oh,
One of the
100%.
goals.
Christmas is my, it's everything to me. I wait all year. And,
She gets a little psycho.
yeah. And
at
in
Christmas.
fact, I start.
Are you a big Christmas decorator? I mean, you like to do
Yes,
that
I
kind of
love
thing?
decorating. I love baking cookies. I love the whole season of being together with family and just everything.
But it starts in June It's not even like Christmas in
Well.
July. It's like, you
You're
know.
pushing it more
Every
in the
now
stores.
and then, while I'm cleaning, I put on some Christmas tunes
Do
in
you?
summer. But
My wife
I
does the same thing.
see it
Yeah.
just it brightens your mood a
Right.
bit.
It's because it's always when she's folding laundry or cleaning. And I think it's because she hates it so much.
Yeah.
That's the only way to kind of get
I
through
do.
it.
I
Hey,
loathe.
she's trying to get you to do that.
Yeah.
I know. Well, then I'm usually like, you got the dirty diaper this time, buddy.
Oh, man.
Anyways, so
Well,
yeah.
we're looking forward to the new project coming out, and
Yes.
it's going to be terrific.
Thank you.
What's it called?
It's called Walk.
Yes, and we're really proud of it. We've been writing and working on the songs for what, a year now, would you say? And there's a great variety. There's a lot of like fun, kind of more tempo songs, and then there's a worshipful moment and some heartfelt moments. So, yeah, definitely go check it out. It's a great. I mean, we're
a little biased.
Yeah,
but-
well, that's okay.
but it is. We're really proud of it.
I don't want
We've
you
been
on the
working
air
hard.
saying, just mediocre.
Yeah,
Let's
And-
just say
average.
this. For anyone who was a fan of Mike's Chair and or City Harbor,
Mhm.
we both feel like this is the best work that we've done to date.
Good.
Yeah.
So,
Even
good.
better.
yeah.
So your mom is at home watching the project, watching your daughter. Are
Yeah.
you from Nashville then?
I'm not. So I grew up in Orlando, Florida.
Okay.
But literally, I have 2 older sisters and a younger brother,
Mhm.
and my parents, all of which, over the course of the last 3 years, migrated to Nashville.
Hmm.
So it went from none of us living there to now all of us living there in Nashville. And again, it was just so random. My dad got transferred, and then my sister got a job, and then so it's really awesome. Her parents are going to retire down there in a couple
Yeah.
of years, so.
We are surrounded by family, and we love it.
Good.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I grew up in East Aurora, New York, which is about 30 minutes south of Buffalo.
Oh.
So I
you're-
am
you're
not
used to snow.
Exactly. I'm like looking out the window. I'm like, oh, snow
This
feels
is
like
nothing.
home. So this is a treat for
Buffalo,
me.
New York, they get like
Oh my
feet
goodness.
at a time.
Dumped on. And
Right.
it's just funny because being in Nashville, there is a whisper of a chance of snow, and
Right.
everything is shut down.
Absolutely.
You can't find milk, eggs, bread
Yep.
a mile around you. I
Yep.
mean, it's crazy. So, and it doesn't really feel like Christmas to me till I see snow. So this is making me happy, even though I'm sure you guys are like, oh, the
See,
snow.
I thought you were cold. You have your stocking cap still on.
Yeah,
So
I
You know
do.
what,
gotta
though?
Turn the heat up.
Yeah.
Her blood is thinning.
It is. It really has.
I'm
Oh,
like,
That's
you're
for
from
old
Buffalo,
people.
suck it
Yeah.
up. And
I can't.
Yeah.
I've been. Well, we've lived in Nashville now 13 years. So,
Mm.
and I say y'all now.
Yeah.
I
You're
mean,
picking it up.
you do. You
There you
just
go.
pick it up.
Yeah. Grayson Reed, and new CD coming out here in a few weeks. Look for that. David Dunn. Hey, do you have a website, David?
Yep,
What's it called?
DavidDunnMusic.com.
DavidDunnMusic.com. It's been fun to have everybody in the studio today. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for
Yeah,
having
thanks
us.
for the music.
Merry
Thanks for breaking the
Christmas.
guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For all you did today.
Sorry,
It's okay. He brought the pizza, so
Yeah.
Good.
it kind of
Thanks for that, too. Thanks for lunch.
Certainly.
And we appreciate having you here. 21 degrees.